Let's hit 10,000 subscribers and I will give away $100 or a creepy doll to one lucky subscriber each week. Now let's begin our story. Haunted Asylum Horror Story: The Curse of the Abandoned Hospital. Chapter 1. The Abandoned Asylum. Nestled on the outskirts of town, the decaying remnants of the insane hospital cast a foreboding pall over the serene landscape. Its once imposing facade is now crumbled and weather-worn, bearing the scars of decades of torment and despair. Within those dilapidated walls, the asylum held the chilling echoes of agonized screams that had reverberated through its sinister corridors. A place where the line between sanity and madness had blurred. It lay dormant, biding its time. But the shadows of the past were stirring, drawing unwitting souls toward an inevitable and harrowing fate. Chapter 2. A Fateful Gathering. Under the cloak of nightfall, a group of friends gathered, their faces marked by a peculiar blend of curiosity and thrill-seeking bravado. Their vehicles parked in eerie proximity, the ominous silhouette of the asylum beckoned them closer, its crumbling walls whispering secrets they yearned to unveil. Armed with an array of flashlights and cameras, they hesitantly crossed the threshold, surrendering themselves to the impending darkness that awaited within. Chapter 3. Whispers in the Dark. As the nocturnal veil descended upon the asylum, the initial excitement of the group gave way to an unsettling hush. Mysterious whispers, as if uttered by unseen lips, threaded through the stale air. Eerie apparitions danced at the periphery of their vision, darting into shadowy recesses before their gaze could fully capture them. Each advancing step into the asylum's depths seemed to tighten the noose of dread around their hearts, shrouding them in a disquieting pall. Chapter 4. Unholy Encounters. Their journey into the asylum's bowels led them to confrontations with malevolent forces far beyond their comprehension. The spirits of the asylum's tormented souls manifested with increasing malevolence, their wretched visages etched in eternal torment. Objects levitated of their own accord, and spectral moans reverberated through the decaying chambers. Panic mounted as they realized they were no longer alone. They had unwittingly stumbled upon a nightmarish realm where the boundary between the living and the dead had blurred into obscurity. Chapter 5. A Terrifying Revelation. In their relentless pursuit of the asylum's dark secrets, the beleaguered group stumbled upon an ominous chamber concealed within the labyrinthine depths. The chamber's walls were adorned with the fevered scribblings of a former inmate, their words etched in madness. These writings unveiled tales of ancient and sinister rituals, describing a curse that irrevocably bound the tortured souls of the asylum's victims to its maleficent confines. Cryptic symbols and eerie incantations filled the air as they delved deeper into the foreboding revelations, slowly comprehending the grim destiny that awaited them. Chapter 6. The Survivor's Tale. As the night deepened and the asylum's malevolence tightened its grip on the hapless group, only one member, a young woman of indomitable spirit, managed to elude the clutches of the relentless horrors that lurked within. Her escape would become both a blessing and a curse, for while she survived to tell the tale, the trauma she endured left indelible scars on her psyche. When she later recounted the unimaginable horrors she had witnessed within those walls, her voice trembled with the weight of her ordeal, and her eyes betrayed a haunting vacancy that spoke of the unspeakable. Chapter 7. An ominous cloud years crept by like slow-moving shadows, yet the terror of that cursed night refused to relent. Inexorably, the members of the ill-fated group met their untimely demises, each demise more gruesome and unfathomable than the last. An ominous cloud of dread settled over their once tranquil town, its residents living in perpetual fear, unable to escape the looming specter of a vengeful spirit that whispered malevolently in the dark corners of their minds. Chapter 8. The Haunting Echoes. One fateful night, as relentless rain lashed the town streets and the skies wept, a succession of cars succumbed to mysterious breakdowns near the abandoned asylum, Seeking shelter from the tempestuous weather, the stranded travelers unknowingly crossed into the realm of the vengeful spirits, stirring the dormant malevolence that lay within the asylum's forsaken walls. As the night wore on, the asylum's sinister history resurfaced with a vengeance, subjecting the helpless travelers to nightmarish visions and unrelenting torment. Desperation and terror became their steadfast companions as they waged a futile battle against the asylum's inescapable grip. Chapter 9. Nightmarish Ordeal. The horrors that had festered within the asylum's haunted confines now emerged with insidious glee. The stranded travelers, like lambs, led to the slaughter and became ensnared in a nightmarish ordeal. Visions of unspeakable dread assailed their senses, and their tortured screams echoed through the dimly lit corridors. With each passing moment, desperation and terror clung to their hearts like a suffocating shroud, and they fought with every ounce of strength to break free from the asylum's malevolent clutches. Chapter 10. The haunting continues. Only one among them, a young girl, emerged from the crucible of nightmarish horrors that had consumed her companions. Her psyche shattered into a mosaic of fear and despair, and bore the indelible scars of the asylum's cruelty. In the years that followed, her voice could be heard on the nearest road, a spectral echo of her torment. Driven by a vengeful rage she could never quell, her ghost emerged by night, casting an eerie pall over the town. She became a harbinger of inexplicable accidents, her spectral presence pointing accusatory fingers at those who had unwittingly condemned her to an unjust and eternal death. The asylum's curse lived on, an enduring testament to the malevolent power that dwelled within its cursed walls, and the town remained ensnared in its grip, forever haunted by the darkness that could not be vanquished. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button for me and like this video. Keep it creepy, and see you next time.